Butterfly Boxing, interviewing the lovely Kelly Morgan, Silver Middleweight WBC champ. Brilliant, got it right.
It's a mouthful, that. Yeah.
And we have Hannah Rankin, who's about to have her first debut on the 20th of May.
Yep.
How are you guys doing? That was a bit of a monster workout that Noel just put you through.
Yeah, no, it was good.
So, how did you girls get into boxing? Did you just wake up one day and decide, hey, I want to be a female boxer?
For me, my dad was Army Physical Training Corps, so I first saw boxing. I saw him training his troops, his regiment, ready for a boxing event, and everything. That's the sport. That's what I knew. I wanted to be involved with sport, but I didn't know which one. And I just absolutely loved it. I heard the passion in everybody's voices and the hard work and the sweat. And it really was a little bit of a dream scenario, but as was the time, there wasn't a lot of girl boxing going on, so I just got channeled into athletics and netball, and then finally found boxing a whole lot later, but I'm glad I finally found it.
And Hannah, how did you get into boxing?
Well, I used to do taekwondo when I was younger with my sister. We used to compete, and I've always loved combat sports. So when I was a bit older, I got back into Muay Thai. When I moved to London, I was doing that martial arts, and then my coach actually left and handed me over to Derek Williams. And being a massive heavyweight, I didn't really want to ask him to do Thai kickboxing with me. So I stuck with boxing, and I just fell in love with it. I really like the discipline of the sport and the focus that you need to do it. So yeah, that's how I got into it.
And women boxing, do you think it's on the rise now in the UK, finally?
Finally, yes. Lots of the Olympic girls are turning over now, and I think people are taking more notice of the sport, so that's great. It's really good.
So up until now, where have women had to go and box if they weren't boxing in the UK? So Kelly, obviously, it's a good one for you.
Well, I mean, I've always boxed in the UK, but all my opponents have been foreign so far. So because in professional boxing, it's your ticket sales that fund the fights, especially small hall shows. It's quite a lot of money to raise through tickets in order to be able to fight full stop, let alone get paid at the end of it. So yeah, it's been quite a challenge, but you know, it's not beyond the realms of possibility, and we've done it so far, 6-0. So we keep going, and hopefully opportunity now will come to box abroad.
And then talking, obviously, you just mentioned about ticket sales. I don't know if a lot of people understand how it works in the boxing scene.
Nor
so basically, talk me through some of the struggles, obviously, of, you know, trying to even just get a fight.
Yeah, first and foremost, there's no difference between male and female. It's the same for everybody in small hall shows. We're all on an even sort of playing field, which is great, but it is stressful. So you get a show, a promoter who's willing to put you on locally or in a town, and then you have to sell X amount of tickets in order, firstly, to be able to box. Generally, the promoter will say, right, you sell this many tickets, or I take you off the show. If you do manage to do beyond that, then you are likely to get a pay yourself. How much that is depends on how many tickets you sell, but when your opponent is foreign, my ticket sales have to cover their flights, their expenses, their purse, their coach's expenses before, and if I'm not boxing locally, a payment to the house to thank them for putting me on the show. Wow. Then after all of that, if there's anything left, then I'll get some money, a little bit, if anything. Quite often, male and female in this scenario, they'll box for free or actually have to pay to box. So, I mean, it's hard. If you're not with a big promoter, it's extremely hard. But we wouldn't do it unless we'd be put off by that. So, you know, by virtue of the fact that you do it, it just shows that, you know, you're fighting for those future opportunities where things will get better.
So obviously this weekend, huge fight coming up, AJ Klitschko. Predictions? Any predictions on this fight?
I really want AJ to win it. I've seen him training a lot, and he's looking great. Yeah, definitely want him to win it. I think if it goes on longer, Klitschko's obviously more experienced, but yeah, no, I'm sticking with AJ on this one.
Yeah, I think Anthony Joshua needs to stop Klitschko early. I think if it goes to the later rounds, it's going to be tight. But of course, I am a Brit. Of course, we're going to come out victorious all the way with AJ, all the way.
Brilliant. And if you could have a superpower, what would it be?
You want to go first?
Yeah, if I could have a superpower, I'd like to be able to fly. I've always wanted to be able to fly. That's
get off to different countries.
Yeah, just go wherever I want, whenever I want.
Wow, I don't know. Superpower. I think I'd like to be able to control fate so that I can manipulate my future and make sure that the opportunities come my way and I can turn my dreams into reality. That would be me.
Fantastic. And what can we expect from you, Kelly, for 2017?
We're looking at, I'm currently injured at the moment. I've got something called fourth nerve palsy, so it's a neurological issue, so I'm waiting for that to repair. I could wake up tomorrow and be fixed, or I could have some surgery in August. So we're looking at a comeback fight in September, October time, again, small hall show, and then, well, we're hoping to be back in the mix. We had the super middleweight world title, WBC world title on the table, so we're hoping for an eliminator following that, and then hopefully the big one. Fantastic.
And obviously 20th of May, you've got your debut.
Yeah.
How are you feeling for this fight?
I'm really excited. I can't wait to get in there. It's been a long time kind of coming, so looking forward to it. Yeah, no, obviously got first fight nerves, which I think I'd be a bit mad if I didn't. But I think nerves are good, so I'm looking forward to using them to my advantage. So
you're going to smash it. You're going to smash it out the park, no doubt.
Brilliant. Well, thanks, girls, and good luck for 2017.
Thank you.